there, boys and girls. So today's session is about learning what to graph. Now, have you ever wondered what can I graph? What can I put in a graph? Okay. And number two, graphing terms. Okay, we will go back to the important words that we need to remember when we do the graphing. And number three, we will practice graphing. I'll give you some objects that you can graph. And I forgot, we will sing the songs again. Okay, I always teach with songs. I can't teach without song. I don't know. Okay, we will be singing songs. Okay, check. I put a check right there. Okay, let me put my guide here so I don't lose track, because I always want to know if we are hitting all these goals that we have on the wall. Okay, so let's go back to the word graphing. The word graphing is a big word. Spell it for me. G-R-A-P-H-I-N-G. And we learned that PH make the f sound. Okay, it's a funny sound. It's a funny blend, but that's how it is. And we know that handling data could be very confusing, but I'm here to help you how to make things easier. Okay, and how do we present our data through the graph? By using the graph, and we learn about tally marks, and each tally mark represents an object. Okay, and we always stop at 4, right? Remember that song again? Mark down a tally, put it in a row. Mark down a tally, put it in a row. Mark down a tally, put it in a row. The fifth one is the slash. Let's do it again. Mark down a tally, put it in a row. Mark down a tally, put it in a row. Mark down a tally, put it in a row. The fifth one is a slash. Remember that. That's how you make tally marks. It's always in groups of 5. Okay, so we did that last time. And last time also we did the graph. I showed you how to graph the bears according to color. Remember, we sorted the bears by color. All right, because it's important that you sort and group, classify, use your senses, use all 5, sort the different group alike. Now you can classify. So we sorted the bears by color, and we know that this is what we came up with. This is our data, and we presented the data in our graph. Okay, so that's how you present your data. The answers to all your questions, to the surveys. Okay, where's that? Data is the answer to your question. Your question is, how many purple bears does Mrs. Santa Ana have? How many green bears does she have? How many are orange and how many are red? So we got all that data. We answered all the questions, and now we put all the data in our graph, and we need a title, because parts of a graph, we need a title, we need to label it, and we need the key. Remember, this is the title, graph of bears. We didn't do the Skittles, but you can do the Skittles. You can make a graph of your Skittles, but my graph is about the graph of bears. Okay, and I have here the key or the scale. I put all the color-coded the bears, so I know how to put my data in my graph. So as you can see, I have 2 purple bears here. You can also number the boxes. I forgot to do that last time. And remember, we always start coloring from the bottom. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There you go. Okay, so 2 purple and 3 are green, 4 are orange, and there's only 1 red. Okay, so you got that. And which one has the most? The orange. And which one has the least number? It's the red bear. Now, what if we change the sorting rule? How about if I sort this by size? I need all the big bears here. Come on, big bear, mama bear, mama bear, mama bear, mama bear, mama bear, mama bear. Okay, this is the brother bear, another brother bear, because it's medium, and the small one is the baby bear. Okay, so should we have the same data, or we will have a totally different data? We will have a totally different data, but we use the same bears, only we change the rule. Okay, the sorting rule. So now I will create a data based on my sorting rule. What should be my title? Should be what? Bear size. Is that okay? Okay, I'll make a graph about my bears according to size. All right, so what did we say again? We can number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have up to 7 boxes here. And what should be our key? Okay, I sorted my bears by size, so maybe I'll put the big bears here. I'm sorry, I can't make it really big, okay? I don't have enough space. So all the big bears on this column and all the medium bears, let me do the medium bears here, okay? And the smallest bear here, okay? Pardon my drawing, I'm just in a hurry. Okay, so help me count the big bears. Let's put the data in our graph. Count, watch me, I'll touch. As I touch, you count. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7. If you're counting with the picture, you can slash it or mark it off, okay? So you don't get confused. So, does it matter what color marker? Does it matter if I use a different color or I color code it? No, not really, because we are talking about the size. Okay, let me just use for all the big bears. How about I'll just use the blue one, okay? All right, so big bears, you said 7, right? So I start counting from the bottom, but I mark it off first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my goodness, I need to color all these boxes because there are 7 big bears. Wow, wow, there you go. I'll make it really quick, okay? But when you color your own graph, make it nice and neat, okay? All right, so 7. Wow, it's all the way up. How about the medium ones? I only have 1, 2. So how many boxes will I color? 1, 2. All right, there we go. Only 2. How about the small bear? The tiny bear, the baby bear. Only 1. Poor baby bear. There's only 1. Okay, so read the data for me. You can tell, okay, which one, by looking at the height of the bar or the boxes, you can tell which one has the most. Which bear has the most? It's the big one, the biggest bear. And which one has the smallest amount? The one with the least, it's the baby bear because there's only 1. Okay, so watch the difference. I use the same number of bears, but the data here is different. This is the bear by color, and this is the graph according to the size, okay? By big, medium, and small. Okay, so now, I told you what to graph. I ask you, what can we graph? If you don't have the bear, what else can you graph? I have a book here. Just graph it. That's the title. And written by Sandy Hill, photographed by Michael Jarrett. Okay, so this is an actual photograph. A photographer just took a picture of these children to show us what graphing is all about. Okay, I'll just show you really quickly. All right, if there's something you want to know, just graph it. Graph the things. How many boys are there and how many girls are there? If you look at the picture, you can graph, you can sort all the boys together, all the girls together, make the tally mark, write the number, and graph. Same here. Okay, how many boys? Okay, there you go. So look at them. They made a line. How many boys? 1, 2, 3. And how many girls? There's 3. Do they have the same number, equal number? Yes, they do. Okay, what else can we graph? How many children are wearing shorts and how many children are wearing pants? If you graph it, it looks like this. If you can use the picture, it's called a pictograph, okay? So, 4 children are wearing shorts and only 2 are wearing pants. Does it match? Does the data match with the picture? I think so. All right, how about this one? How many objects, how many things sink and how many things float? You look at the objects here and put your data in a graph, okay? All the ones that sink, all the ones that float on that side. Okay, what else can we graph? You can also graph the bugs and the lizards. I don't want the real ones, but if you have the toy bugs, that would be fine. I'm not touching bugs. Okay, and how many children like blue and how many children like yellow? You can do that. You can graph it. Okay, and you can read the data. How many like yellow? 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many like blue? 1, 2. Okay, there you go. And also, if you have blocks at home, you can graph them by shape, sort them by shape, squares, circles, and triangles, or you can sort them the way I did by color. Okay. And there you go. And there are different kinds of graphs that you can do at home. Okay, you can play. You can also graph the members of your family. How many are older, how many are younger, how many are teenager, how many boys or how many males do you have in the family, how many females do you have in the family. So you can do all that. Okay, so before we end, I have here a graph. Okay, see this? You can always pause the video and you can create something like this. These are the monkeys, these are the lion. Okay, you will put the number of monkeys on this column, the number of lions, and the number of polar bears, and the number of elephant. But this is my data. I collected the data for you. All you need to do is put the data in your graph. In the zoo, I found 6 monkeys, 4 lions, 3 polar bears, and 1 elephant. If you graph your data, this is your data, what will your graph look like? Okay, so this will be a graph of zoo animals. That's going to be your title, and this is the key. And if you color this, you always start from the bottom. Okay, so can you use my data and put it in the graph? You can always pause the video. And also another pictograph, because I'm using pictures here. You can also do this with your family. Okay, how many pencils, how many glue bottles, how many crayons, and how many scissors do I have here? These are my school supplies, and you see how they're numbered: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We always start coloring from the bottom. Okay, and I have a question here. Which object did you count the most? Which one has the most number, or which one has the tallest, and which one has the least? The least is not a lot. Okay, all right, the one with the shortest. Okay, the shortest in height, if you finish putting your data in your graph. All right, I have another graph here. You can pause the video anytime so you can get the information. It says count the pets in the window, then color 1 box for each animal on the graph below. How many are fish? How many are monkeys? How many turtles? And how many parrots do you have here? Okay, so I want you to keep practicing. Okay, label your I'm sorry, not label, because I have it all labeled here. I put the scale. You just have to put your data using the information. Okay, using the data. Another one here, you can always pause the video. Okay, so this one says Mrs. Nice made a list of stories. Each child told which story was his or her favorite. Mrs. Nice made a tally mark. Wow. So she used a tally mark for the story. A tally mark is the straight line. So the little red hen, how many people like it? There's 2 tally marks here. The tortoise and the hare, how many children like that story? I see a gate and 2 extras. And the 3 little pigs, I see 4 straight lines or tallies. And how many like the Little Red Riding Hood? Look at the tally mark here and write the number. After writing the number, you color the boxes to match the data here. Okay, how many people like the little red hen? Color the box. How many like the tortoise and the hare? How about the 3 little pigs and the Little Red Riding Hood? How cool is that, right? So you did the graphing, you did the sorting, and you did the tally marks. You got that? One last. Okay, now I have the data. All you need to do is read the data for me. You can pause the video anytime and answer the question using the data. It says here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have numbers 1 to 7, and down here I labeled it. This is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Wow, what is this graph about? At the Science Center, eggs are kept warm in special glass case. People can watch as chicks hatch from the eggs. So the question now here is, how many chicks hatch on a Tuesday? So you find the word Tuesday here and count the number of chicks that were hatched on a Tuesday. Question number 2, on what day did the most chicks hatch? So you find out which one has the most. And on what day did 4 chicks hatch? And the last question is how many chicks hatch on the weekend? Wow. So that will keep your brain working, okay? So you can always pause the video, look at the information, look at the data, and you can answer the questions, okay? So I hope you learned a lot today, and you can also find a bag of Skittles and you can make your own graph, okay? Sort them by color, all the red ones, the blue ones, the yellow, the green, the brown, the orange, and graph your data, okay? All right, can we sing our graphing song one last time? The sorting song first, because we need to sort them. Sort and group, classify, use your senses, use all 5. Sort the different group alike, now you can classify. After sorting, you can graph, okay? What's my song again? Observe, compare, count, and then build the graph to show your friends which has more, which has less. With graphs you can compare. How about the tally mark song? Mark down a tally, put it in a row. Mark down a tally, put it in a row. Mark down a tally, put it in a row. The 5th one is a slash, always a slash, okay? Wow, that's a lot of knowledge. There's a lot of information in math right there, okay? Okay, so enjoy graphing, enjoy sorting, and enjoy tallying. Enjoy making tally marks, okay? Bye-bye.